Hey everybody, I'm Connor, and this is Recipe Rotation, the show where the Greater Goods office scour the internet for the best recipes to make at home, give one a go in our test kitchen, and then put our heads together to determine if it's a go-to dish. Today, we're gonna use a sous vide machine to help cook our steak. We've got Valentine's Day right around the corner, and I really wanna make something special. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, but I'm hoping to bring it to the next level for our Valentine's Day dinner. Steak is luxurious, it's kind of expensive. It shows that you're successful, like any date wants to see. Today I'm making a steak from Kenji Lopez-Alt. Kenji is the master of home cooking. His word is law because he takes the time to really figure out what works and what doesn't. This will be enough for 2 people for sure. I'm cooking it at 128 degrees in our sous vide bath, which is right at that rare, medium, rare point. After about an hour, it'll be cooked all the way through. It'll be a perfect medium rare. When I'm looking for a good steak, you want good marbling. You want to see fat kind of marbled all through here. That's how you know that was a happy cow. Look at how happy this cow was. It's a work day. How big can I fill this up? Smells like wine. I butchered that cork. It's all in my glass. So these potatoes also come from Kenji. They're a little bit more involved. You should already have all the ingredients at home as well. I'm just gonna fill this bad boy up. Baking soda in this is the secret to great potatoes. I'm going with Yukon Gold potatoes today. These are a little bit creamier. It's just the kind of potato they are. Gonna cut them up. The recipe says quarters. Matt Damon lived on Mars, growing his own potatoes. So if it's good enough for Martian Matt Damon, it's good enough for me. Adding the taters. I'm putting, this is rendered beef fat. You can call it's beef tallow. There's a couple of different names for it, but all it is beef fat. Yo, do we want to do some knife technique? Aromatic. You don't have, I don't know. I don't have to describe aromatic. You just know if it's aromatic or not. What matters is the science. Little rosemary, bam! We're gonna take our cooked potatoes and we're gonna add it to this garlicky, beefy, oily mixture. And then when we stick it in the oven, that's gonna kind of like fry our potatoes a little bit, make it nice and crispy with a bunch of garlicky, beefy flavor. Yeah. So we wanna get this pan ripping hot. Be kind of gentle with this steak because it's technically finished cooking. It is edible as is. There we go. Now, Kenji says we're gonna flip this bad boy every 15 or so seconds. Oh yeah, look at that. That is searing. I really like sous vide because your steak's already done. It's at a perfect medium rare already. If you were to use just a traditional method, you gotta poke it and take its temperature and you're kind of always babying it. And if you're like me, you still manage to screw it up. A little wine break. This steak looks amazing. Now that I'm all done, the office mates and I will decide together if this one is a real winner. Was it quick enough to make? Does it taste delicious? And is it achievable? I think we're ready to go impress my dates. Well, my coworkers. All right, guys, I made this steak from a recipe from Kenji. This steak is straight from him. So if you don't like it, you can take it up with him. I was really only doing stuff for about 10 minutes there, and I think it turned out pretty good.
Looks good to me.
I'm pretty excited to try it.
My wife is a sucker for steak. She will eat steak anytime. I'm looking for something I can't mess up, but she thinks I spend a lot of time with.
I'm kind of on the reverse side of the coin as Olin, because Carly would never eat steak because she is a pescatarian, so the red meat won't fly.
What is that, like a bird?
And cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Valentine's Day, boys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but
Stacks up.
I would date me.
Would I date Connor?
Man,
That is really good. Damn.
tender.
Potatoes crispy.
I only put in probably 30 minutes worth of work, while it was probably about a total of an hour and a half.
It took an hour and a half total. So for me, in terms of the time of this, like the steak for sure, because I'm a big believer in, letting that sous vide get to the right temperature. I think the taste is spot on. So definitely great on the taste. And then in terms of like practicality, if I would do it, absolutely. Like if I cooked this for my wife on Valentine's Day, she would be thrilled about it, of course. So for those reasons, I think for Valentine's Day or just in general for any date night with the wife, this is a go-to. I'd put it in my recipe rotation.
Time, an hour and a half for this whole meal, for a whole meal for a special day, I think is no problem.
Yeah.
Perfect things take time. Taste, potatoes, I would cook in that meal for sure. I think this potato recipe is crazy. I like it a lot. The steak really did it for me flavor-wise, but would not be in the Valentine meal rotation for myself. And practicality, I think one thing that sticks out to me is like, we were very privileged to have a butcher like Bulliards, but overall, it doesn't seem like it required too much. Sous vide too, but sous vides are accessible now. So practicality, I would say close, but maybe not quite. Is this dish a go-to Valentine Day dish, or does it got to go? It's probably got to go for me.
What if an alternate universe where
I dated myself.
You
Myself
dated
was
yourself, or Carly was not a pescatarian?
I would absolutely put this in my go-to
Counting it.
Valentine's Day.
I think that counts.
Yeah,
Okay.
that counts.
I mean,
I appreciate their honesty. I think it's going to be in my rotation. I couldn't be happier. Perfect steak, perfect potatoes, nice glass of wine, hanging out with my dates. It's all I could ask for Valentine's Day. Well, I'm counting that as a 2 for 2. Thanks for watching our video today. We would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and checked out all of our other videos. And if you liked this recipe that I made, we'll include that in a link below, along with all of our other great goods. See ya!